I am SpongeBob. I just have a sore throat anyway, and I'm English. Using my upcoming boating exam, I am going to explain how we can destroy our procrastination. I had to learn how to destroy it because if I don't pass my test, then Flats the Flounder will pin me against the dumpster. Okay, let's begin. You have a difficult task like writing a boating school essay, which will probably take a few hours to write, research, spell check. There's a lot of sodding work, and it probably makes you want to skip school with a bad case of the suds. But there's 4 tried and tested steps to ensure we actually feel excited to do it. 1. Make it easy. Making the essay easy is kind of like when I can't feel fucked to go jellyfishing with Rick. In my head, I would tell myself that it's a long, difficult task. Fishing for a few hours underneath the flower sky, that's hard work. So it creates this mental friction in my mind that stops me from leaving the house. But instead, when I tell myself instead of doing 3 hours of jellyfishing, I just have to show up at jellyfish fields, suddenly there's 95% less friction to start jellyfishing. And because I've taken the smallest path of least resistance, just showing up, I've already built the momentum of taking the first step. And because your brain likes consistency, it will just end up jellyfishing anyway. So instead of telling yourself you need to write a whole essay, start by telling yourself you just need to start by writing 1 sentence. 2. Make it fun. Me and cousin Stanley were talking about our essay writing strategy, and his is pretty shit. Most of the time he doesn't even make it to his desk because his brain is anticipating it's going to be boring. He'd much rather be watching boxing on the television. But I make my essay writing feel fun to do by adding positive feedback loops to my writing process. In a little notebook, I draw 5 to 10 boxes, each representing either 5 or 10 minutes. I then start a timer and only write for that first 5 to 10 minutes. Once I've done it, I tick it off, which triggers dopamine in my sponge head, and it turns writing 5 minutes of an essay into feeling like I've just ate a jumbo Krabby Patty. If you want to destroy procrastination, you have to find more ways to continuously reward your brain while you're doing the work. 1 hour of work divided into 5-minute checkboxes feels incredibly addictive, like a banana sundae at Goofy Goober. 3. Make it uncomfortable to skip. Making work uncomfortable to skip is one of the best ways to destroy procrastination, and it's kind of like when I wake up and lift those little teddy bear motherfuckers in my home gym. If I just skip that part of my morning, I'd feel really uncomfortable mentally, which makes it difficult to skip, and that's because lifting weights is part of what I call my daily brain rhythm. Each day your brain tends to follow a pattern of behaviors that have become habit. If you skipped any of them, you'd feel weird. This is why I write a little piece of my essay at the exact same time every day. I don't time block it, but I'll sit down and write for 5 minutes, then reward myself. This makes my brain identify essay writing with that time of the day, and it adds it into my daily brain rhythm, meaning if I ever even try to skip it, my brain will be met with a lot of discomfort. 4. Make it obvious. Don't know if you've noticed, mate, but I always put Gary, my pet snail's food bowl, right next to my bed.
Yeah, it's a good little strategy.
Putting something in your face and making it impossible to miss is one of the easiest ways to make sure you stick to a habit, or just do the work when you don't feel like it. When it comes to writing a long, boring essay, you need to put that essay and all of your stationery and books in a place where you can never miss it, so it's always in your mind. I'm much more likely to tuck my little pickles into bed at night when they're right next to me, compared to if I, left them on the top of the pineapple roof. When something's already right next to you or always in your sight, it removes a lot of the friction involved with starting the work.
That's not right.
That's how to destroy procrastination. Now, if you don't mind, I have a boating essay to write.